Welcome back, guys. Today we'll be looking at content management system. So let's look at what it takes to actually build a website from scratch. Now, you've understood that you can actually build a website with codes using your notepad or using your mobile phone by getting any good code writing part. And also, you've also found out that you can actually use a certain CMS, blogger blogs, and the likes of them. Now, we want to look at PHP proper. So let's look at a content management system. A content management system is an application that is used to manage content, allowing multiple contributors, multiple users to build, edit, and publish a particular content. Now, this is bringing content together for storage and for display. So you can store your content in the database and display them on your front end website. So this is content management. Then we have 7 advantages of content management. So the advantage of content management is that you don't require any coding knowledge, even though I walk you through coding so that you can understand the intricacies of web development. So number one advantage is that no coding needed. So whether you know how to code or you don't know how to code, you can use content management system. Number two is that everything is simplified for you to actually use a content management system. Now, it also provides all-inclusive internet marketing strategy. So when we talk about XEO and the Rex, they are all built into content management system. Now you have a multiple access. A lot of persons can actually log into your site. It means you, the web developer, can log into the site. Your client, the business you are developing for, can also log into the site to get to see what you've done so far. Then it is also a very secure platform. It guarantees security. Then it is affordable, and anyone can actually be trained to manage the site. These are the 6 advantages of a CMS. So, number one, no code needed. Number two, it is simple and it's simplified. Number three, it provides you with all that form of marketing and SEO and all that. Then number four, it allows multiple login or multiple people, multiple contributors. Then number five, security is guaranteed. Then number six, it is affordable and it provides a platform that could just allow any user that has little knowledge to actually edit. So now we have type of CMS. We have different type of CMS. There are loads of them. We have Joomla. We have Type 3. We have WordPress. We have Magneto. We have several of them like that. Now we're going to see why we should use, which platform we should use. Now, when it comes to content management system, there are 3 masters that almost everybody in the world are using. So we have the WordPress, we have a Drupal, then we have Joomla. These are the 3 masters. Now we're going to see how the 3 masters actually share the market when it comes to developing websites. But we are going to concentrate on WordPress, and we're going to see why WordPress. So when we talk about WordPress, WordPress has a global market share. And you can see this chart. WordPress has a very large market share, whereas the others share the remaining little percentage. And this is the WordPress market share of 2021. This is the 3 of them. Let's try to analyze the 3 masters and see why people choose one over the other. Now, for WordPress, we have over 140 million downloads. For Joomla, you have 50 million. For Drupal, you have 15 million. Now, you can look at all the advantages and you will be able to make a choice. Now, if you look at people that are using WordPress, these are the brands that are using WordPress. Now, we can have a customized WordPress, customized for only your business. Then we have the free public WordPress. Now, you can look at all the brands here that are using WordPress. If these bigger brands, the biggest of the brands in the world could trust WordPress, maybe we should too. Maybe we should trust WordPress as well. Now, what is WordPress? WordPress is an online open source website creation tool written in PHP. Now, we can use WordPress to design your blog, you can use to design your website, you can use to build a very powerful management system for your website. Now, what does WordPress offer? It is free, it's user-friendly, easy to install, easy to customize, lots of free theme, lots of plugins, free plugin, responsive design, and high security. If you ask me, I believe one of the reasons why most brands choose WordPress is because of its high security. So we're going to look at steps in creating your WordPress website, right? So first thing, you get a domain name, then you get web hosting, then you get a theme and a plugin, then you get to customize your site. These are the steps we're going to be taking right about now. Now, before I take you to where you can get your domain name and all that, let's look at what control panel is. Because when you get a domain name, you'll be given a control panel. That is when you buy the right hosting. When you get the right hosting, you'll be given a control panel. Let's see what the control panel look like so that you'll be able to manage your WordPress when we get into the practical. This is a typical control panel. Control panel, you can assign emails to your client. That's the people that you build a website for, what we call the webmail. So if your website is dimejibankole.com, you can have info@dimejibankole.com. You can have austin@dimejibankole.com. You can have whatever name. So this is where you assign the email. This is where you actually have your entire database being installed. This is where you can install different kind of security software, what we call XXL, secure socket layer. This is where you install everything. This is what your control panel typically look like. It's easy. You as a developer, you are in charge of this control panel. This is where you control the entire look of the site. And this way you can install a new WordPress platform. This way you are going to install it. So when you buy a domain name and you also pay for your hosting and you get a control panel, that is when you can then install WordPress platform on this control panel for you to start to build your website. Now, what I will ask you to do now is to get active. Let's go to practical. And that is you go buy your domain name and your hosting. Now, purchasing your hosting and your domain name. Now, this is a InterServer. I can give you a link of InterServer where you can actually get your domain name. Now, let's check another. Yeah, this one is Upperlinks. Now, I will recommend Upperlinks because they are customer friendly and they give you a complete control panel and a free security XXL. After you have purchased your domain name and you pay for your hosting, you install WordPress on your control panel. So right now, I believe that you've already bought your domain name and your hosting. So you go to the control panel, scroll down, you're going to see Substaculous. Click on Substaculous, you're going to see a series of different kind of CMS. You click on WordPress, which is actually the first, and you install your WordPress. In 2 minutes, your WordPress is going to be installed. Okay, WordPress editing tools. So let's just look at WordPress editing tool swiftly before we go to customizing WordPress. Now, you should be familiar with what you can see here. It's just like your Blogger blog when we log into your Blogger blog, right? So now you can see posts, you can see media, you can see pages, comment, appearance, plugin, users, tools, settings. This is what you have here. So in appearance, that is where you are going to install any theme you want. There are several free themes. There are free theme for online store, free theme for schools, free themes for religious places like churches and mosques, free theme of almost every kind of website you want to design. So you can click on the appearance to start to install free themes. Then the plugins, those are the additional stuff you will need to actually build your site. So you can also click on that to start to install that. And this is very easy because this is your dashboard. Whatever you click here, you get to see. So you can include pages and design your page, etc., etc. All right, so let's walk you through in the next video how you can actually customize your WordPress live using this WordPress dashboard. See you in the next video.